What's up, John? What's going on, buddy? Let me move my seat up a little bit. I feel so against the wall. I got my back against the wall. Yeah, just a couple minutes, because I never know with this thing. And let me fix this again. Let me fix this part. I gotta build something for here, or actually for the computer. Is that better like that? Oh, there we go. Much better. Now I can look straight and see it. It's like cockeyed. Guess we could leave some. I guess I could leave the tracks on for a minute. Let me fix up the monitor. Drop that. Yeah, just a hair early, right? I'm still not used to doing all that stuff. Yeah. Let's see how this sounds. Tilt this down too a little bit. Let's see. Might be better too. We'll see. We'll see in the camera. I did movie scores when I was young. That's funny you say that. I did a lot of movie scores. When I came out of GIT, my first job was actually Universal Pictures, and I was doing music scores, 100-piece orchestrations. And I get kicked out because that's actually where I recorded the tracks for Expose. Messed up, right? Yeah, it's a Schecter. I just got it. Still got the plastic on there. I don't know if you can see that. But I was like, let me pick it up. It was good. Yeah. These play really good. I was kind of shocked. I can't tell where they're made. Probably Indonesia or Korea. Made in Indonesia. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. But I get this for like $700. Somebody barely. It was in like the used wall, but it wasn't really used. The pickups are really articulate. It's a EMG. I didn't know that was a. They got one for the Substaniac and one for the EMG. Yeah, that's a really nice one too. I think Guitar Center in Hollandale has one. It's like a pinkish color. I played it. It's nice. I don't know how you turn that off, to be honest. I don't know how you turn it off. How's it go? Atomic Punk. Down, down. I can't remember now. Yeah, it's got two. I guess they're both off right now. Yeah, it's got a three-way and a two-way. Oh, that might be due to low. Cool. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Sounds like a single. Let's see. I think I go one down. Or is it one up? right? We could do this here. It's a three-way. Funny, I don't even know what I bought. I don't even know where I'm at again. I think it was up. Is it up? Oh no, it's number 2. Let's see. Where am I? It's up in number 2, right? Nope. Let's see, down 2. There I am. What's up, Sky? Guess I could take the pitch off. What's up, Paul? I figured I was gonna do a video on it, but my surgery is tomorrow, so I was like, maybe I'll get prepped later tonight and everything. But a lot of my friends are asking me how I make the track sound so good, and it's not really what I'm playing, it's how I play it. And I thought I would go through and explain how I think and how I use the scales in some of the tracks. So let me just go back real quick, because I want you guys to really listen to the drums and the tempo. See that there? Listen to where the lick goes. It's not on a 1, and it ends by 4. See on the 1? So let me explain why I don't overplay and do a lot of the crazy stuff, and I stick more to the basics. Because if you listen to the tempo of the drums, my licks are geared towards the drums, and it's going to be hard for some people to actually understand. A couple live streams ago, I was telling you guys how I make patterns, scale patterns based off of drum patterns. And what that does is that too low? Is that better? I think that's better. So there's a couple things that I do first. One is if I'm playing a chord, so you can see it's all in E. So what I'm going to actually do is take the E note and I resolve it to the A. Now that's part of it. The other part is I start on like on a 2 or 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And I end it. So I'm done by the 4 so that I don't overgo onto the next verse or the next chorus line. It always picks up on 1 so I don't interfere with the next measure. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys, but I'm playing octaves. So if I'm playing like... it might be a lick like that. So they're simple, basic licks, but the licks are based off of the chord tonal notes. So I do this so that I can keep time with the drummer. I don't want to be ahead of the drummer, like BPM wise. So whatever. My licks are only going to be as fast as his snare and kick. So take a listen again. Right here. Now, we'll do the next one because that didn't have a lot of licks anyway. Now, watch this. Same thing. That's this one. So I'll catch it at that tail end. See how it's done after one? Did I have 4 songs I could tell you? So like when you watch that, and that would take the place of. So that last part of that verse, and then the lick would start. So it would be only as long as that. You know what I mean? So that my lick is only going, it's not starting on a 1, it's starting more like on a 2 or a 3 and ending by 4. So take a listen to some of the licks and watch the tempo of the lick. So it starts again. See it? Never starts on the 1. And you see how fast that lick was? That lick was in time. It was timed with the. It was timed with the actual drums. And they're not hard licks. Yeah, that's a big stretch, but it's Or so those are all timed. What's up, Fur Dog? So it's not what I'm playing that makes it sound good. It's how I'm playing it and how I anticipate timing for licks. I never start on a 1 unless it's a harmony. You know, like. But if I'm throwing licks in, I start on a 2, 3, and end on the 4. By the time 1 hits, it doesn't take away from what the guitar is about to do. So it keeps the steady flow of the song. And I'm playing basic stuff. And I'm using chord tones. That kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, so you understand what I'm doing? That makes the song flow and doesn't take away from it. And that's why those licks sound really good. It's not that they're really hard. It's just I'm putting them in the right place at the right time. And I'm not outracing the tempo of the song with the lick. So I'm not going like, because that's too fast for what the rhythm is. You know, down, 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 down. So, you know, whatever you're doing, you want to keep it in that tempo so that the groove is flowing. You don't want to interrupt the groove. So I hope that explains a lot of that. You know, because, and again, you know, it's one of those things. Now, I contacted my buddy Eric that works with Great White, and I told him about Gabe, and he's like, when did you tell him? And I'm like, dude, a couple of days ago. He's like, he's been in my house for 4 days. He didn't. Yeah, you served the song. Yeah, so like most people are tone deaf. Most people don't have good rhythm. So when you interrupt a rhythm or a pitch, it throws them off. So if you can keep them tapping, whatever it is, and you keep them short and sweet like that. And if you listen, I'll play some more. I don't have a drop tune on it. So this riff. That was just, I think, the red stuff. So that riff, it's in drop D, and I don't have a drop on here, but it's a C chord. Then I flat the 5 and I got my 5 in there, which is the G. So those notes aren't random lick notes. They're built out of the triads of the actual chord. So when I write riffs, they come out of the chord. It's not just a random. You know, it's not just random. You know, it's not just random. So I kind of try to. So I'm going up and down chromatically, but I'm using a. I tie it in with the E because that's a relative minor and major. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight to some of that. There's a lot of musicians that think they know, that think about and know things that I've never noticed being a non-musician. Rhythm is the drummer is, for me, the drummer is, I know the singer and the melody is important because that's who 90% of the time they're watching. But musically, the music part, you really have to feed off of the drummer. So if he's doing like a double kick, like for a fill, you might want to do something like with him. And that was going to add to his fill to make his fill sound better. Because if you're just going and he just does double kicks, it doesn't sound like it matches. There's a void. So if you're going, so like when Tommy, so I used to play Snorting Whiskey. I don't play it right, but when I used to do the every time when I heard Tommy Aldridge play that with Travers, he did the double kicks. So I made it a habit when I played with him with Ozzy and I played that, I was doing I would do the double kick sound on my guitar with him, and it just made it sound big. Yeah, that's the whole idea of everything. You know, a lot of people think that, oh, I'm a guitar virtuoso, I can just play whatever I want. It doesn't work that way, you know. And I was talking to Steven earlier, and he finally figured it out. Why did they teach modes? Why did they teach it this way? Why did they teach it that way? So that they can sucker you into lessons, your income for them. And if I had somebody here like 3 times a week, in 6 months I could teach you everything that I know. Everything. 6 months is the maximum you would need for lessons from beginner to an advanced level. 6 months. I can take a beginner who has the ability to play, if he like the drawing and the writing and the mathematics, I can take him from 0 to 6 months and teach him everything I know. It's like Dave Spitz. He's got a student within 2 years playing in a band out live from nothing. It's insane. Yeah, I love drummers that push. I don't like a drummer that sits in the pocket or behind a little. That they're the locomotive. They're the train. Like even you hear my drums. I program my drums right on top. That way I can do stuff like that. So like even like that, I leave this note out. So I'll go. Why? Because it distracts from the actual lick. Even though it's a harmonic minor note and they're cool to play, it just sounds better. The guitar, yeah, it's a cool guitar. It's still got the plastic on it, man. I came right out of the box like this. It was on the wall, but I don't know if somebody bought this and brought it back. It was sitting at Guitar Center, so I was like, fuck it. You can see all the plastic still on there. I'll have to take that off. But it's a great sounding playing guitar. It's really tight sounding to me. Probably can even use less gain. Very articulate sounding. Yeah. He plays it kind of cool the way he plays it. Yeah. I the way I figured it out was just wrapping my hand around that. I guess it's kind of the same in a weird way, but that's what it always sounded like to me. I played that way since I was a kid, and I never changed it. And I've always seen him play it different with all, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, it's not muddy. And those are the kind of licks I was doing. They're just open. That's what you were hearing. I did a couple of these. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's why it's a weird thing to watch, man, and it fucks with me watching Pat play it. But that's the beauty of Pat. So I just kind of just. I just turn around, nobody knows. If I'm in a jam night, I just turn around, look at the band. And they're like, yeah, nobody knows. Like, the audience will never know. Because they don't play. It's funny, right? There are things that I play wrong. I don't, like, it's just I figured stuff out like that. Like, I played Round and Round for a long time wrong. And Warren was at a show and say, "Want me to show you how I play that?" And then he showed me like where he was doing like that weird chord. I was like, "That's fucking weird." But there's a lot of stuff like even Layla. I don't think I play Layla right. But like even like that, that's the kind of idea of the other licks I was playing in that song. That kind of stuff you just play and move around. I'm really tired today. I don't know why I'm so tired. So I go to the surgeon tomorrow, and then on Monday I go back to another neurologist. The spine doctor said he can't help me. I need to see a neurologist now. And I already saw a neurologist, so I had to make an appointment. My wife found me another neurologist. His name is Michael Sweet. Michael Sweet. SWIT. Swit. Michael Swit. Dude, Eminence Front is one of my favorite Who songs. Down, 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 down. I love groove related rock. I love metal, but that Eminence Front was fucking phenomenal. Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, I don't know if my back is gonna be repaired. They're trying to figure out what's causing the nerves. Was it the surgery? Was it the accident? Who's paying for this? Yeah, I like groove stuff. Cult of Personality was good. Hey, Tom. Dominant Sevens. The boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy. I thought about it last night in a dream. The boys are back. I finally know a rock song with it. Thin Lizzy was great too. Their songwriting skills, but he was a very melodic singer. An extension? No, I see a surgeon tomorrow, and then on Monday I gotta go see a different neurologist who's supposed to be like better, like one of the best in the world. We'll see. The boy, how does that go? There you go. I never played that. The boys are back in town, but I heard the chords in my head. That one part. And he plays a weird chord. I can't. There's a weird chord in there, and I just from memory. Oh, Eyes Without a Face. That's right. Yeah, see, that's more on the melodic side with the keyboards and stuff. That's a good. That's a fucking incredible song too. Eyes Without a Face. Down, 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 down. Yeah, yeah. I Pete Townsend's like he doesn't get enough credit for some of those riffs he comes up with. Pete Townsend's really good. Scott Gorham, yeah, he's fucking awesome too. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, by the way, Deer Creek, that my post is still up on the Red Shoal video. I thought he took it down too, but it's still on there. He's not gonna. So that here's the thing. Like I was talking with Amir and everybody. People should not be teaching because they don't know how. It's not that they can't play. It's okay to teach if you're like an advanced player or intermediate advanced and you're playing just showing chords or stuff. But to actually, it's kind of like this. The reason why people don't advance and the whole mode thing and people are taught wrong is because you're income for them. They want to keep you as a student because if they teach you everything they know in 6 months, like I was explaining, then you don't have a student that's paying you $50, $60 an hour. So you got to go find another. Yeah, Deer Creek's in here somewhere. So then you got to find more students. So if you have like 20, 30 students, let's see, a week, say 30 times 6, 60, let's say 50, that's 1,500 a week, and you lose them, that's a lot of fucking money to lose. So, like, guys like Rhett Scholl don't understand. You might be smart in what you're doing with some of this stuff, but what you don't understand is the psychological part that not everybody processes that information the same way. There's no fucking course, there's no one all course for 30 different people that are raised different, have outside influences, think differently. And I said to Steven, if you have probably 5 different paths to get to work at Home Depot, right? What you have to ask yourself, what made you choose that path? It's not the driving. A lot of people know how to drive. It's not the technique or the skill level of driving. You have to ask yourself, what made you psychologically choose that path? Something triggered you, an endorphin, a sight, a sound. That's why other people take this other path. Those pathways are different ways of processing information, but you all come to the same place. And a lot of people don't understand the psychology of teaching, not the actual A minor 7 and this and that. It's how do you understand how the person sitting in front of you processes information? Because my kid doesn't learn like my neighbor's kid, and my neighbor's kid doesn't learn like my cousin's kid. You have to find, uh, you have to learn as a teacher to adapt to other people's minds. And that's the hardest part about teaching. And that's why a lot of people fail at music or at chess, or because they think it's a one way teach all and it's not. But to actually get somebody to understand what you're talking about in a psychological manner is the hard part. And guys like Rachel don't have a degree in that. I do. I have a degree in, I actually went to school to learn how to teach, not just to teach, how to teach. And then I had my degrees in the music. The metal method, VH states. No, dear. And here's the thing. Sometimes you might have to go to 100 different instructors, but you spend a lot of money to get a few good things out of them. You know what I mean? When actuality, if you had a great instructor that knew how to teach, he would benefit you, and he would know where your faults are and your strong points and your weaknesses. But he would know that because that's how you process, not how you play. It's not your hands. It's here. You know that old saying, school golf is a game of inches. It's between your ears. It's in your head. Golf ain't about just the swing. Anyone can hit a ball and get it in a hole. That's just a matter of how many times you hit it to get in there. And anyone can do that. But to do it on a pro level and to understand, well, if I hit my ball to the right instead of down the middle of the fairway, if I hit it out to the right because the pin's tucked on the left, I have a better angle. So you choose your path based on psychology. Kurt Mitchell's really good. Dude, Kurt Mitchell on the Van Halen shit, when he showed that fucking delay pedal that everyone does the atomic puck with, and then you click on that delay pedal. Yeah, you know enough about Dominant Seven, Tom. I think you could probably make a career out of that. The Dominant Seventh Guitar Instruction Book. Eyes Without a Face. The Boys Are Back in Town. The Velvet Hammer and the Dominant Seventh Chord. Yeah, Metal Method. Yeah, he did get Jim Gillette. Doug Marks was good too. Doug Marks, Lick 1. Lick 1, slow. Lick 2. Only four. Yeah. 4 easy payments, $199. There's Deer Creek, dude. When Doug Marks came out with those fucking lick lessons, star licks, right? I was like, holy shit, he can play Randy Rhoads and all these other guys. I was like, let me see. I saved a lot of records and albums. He helped me save. Doug Marks, star licks. I remember I was probably like 10 when those came out. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to play better than everybody. This guy knows his shit. And then I got the lick number 1. Lick number 1, slow. That shit fucking killed me. I was like, what the fuck's he doing? But it helped. It helped a lot. I don't even remember what ones I bought from that. I made my dad buy those. I'm giving you the keys to the Ferrari. Yeah. I was just on Joe Wentz's channel. I don't get along with him. So I guess I could tell the story. It's probably, I'll tell you the story here. So I was at a guitar clinic, and I was doing a clinic with him, and I ended up having words with him backstage. And the one thing, it was over what he had said. He went on before me, and I go, bro, the Spanish people didn't start fucking guitar scale. They came from an Italian vocal monk, do re mi fa sol la ti do. Why are you? Do you? I go, do you know your history? He goes, fuck you. I know my history. Who do you think you fucking are? You blah 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 blah. And I go, bro, calm down before you get fucking in a rattle. And then and we had some words back and forth. And I ended up telling him, I go, bro, let me tell you something. Your best work was with a band called Holland. Yes, I follow you. I know who the fuck you are. I go, the problem is you don't really know who I am. And I go, not that I'm a dick or anything. I go, but anytime you want to compare bank accounts to see how far you went in the music industry, I am happy to do that, to prove and state what I've done. And he was like, fuck you. And then he ends up in the band Manowar with Donnie Hamzig's band that I grew up playing with in Rathen as a kid, and my buddy Kenny Ryan Earl. I know both drummers from Manowar, and thank God they don't play with Michael. And I was like, out of all the fucking bands he joins, he's gonna join my buddy's bands. I was like, what the fuck? This guy's following me. Zach 2.0. Guy Man, dude? Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember him, too. Kerrang. Metal Edge, Kerrang. So, one of the guys that I grew up with, he had two brothers. And Eddie works for Gibson now. He's one of the guys that inspects guitars. And he, God bless him, and hopefully he beats what he's going through cancer right now. But he has a sister, Debbie, that was my age in my class. He was a year older than me. And Debbie Arnowski wrote for all the magazines. And that's how Eddie and those guys ended up. I introduced Eddie to Oni because Oni used to live out here. And then Oni became friends with him. They don't talk no more. They had a big falling out. But Eddie lived with Oni and Anthony, the bass player from Lynch Mob, and I used to go see them and visit them. And then when I asked George, I go, yeah, Eddie. He lived with Oni and Anthony. And when George said, Anthony, I don't know an Anthony, I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, dude, you're old bass player from Lynch Mob? So there, you get some more stories. The live at the Beast was crazy. He's a practicing attorney. I'm the fucking Beast. I said he's innocent, motherfucker. No. Can you imagine? The Beast says. What the Beast says. What the Beast says. What a cool name for a song. I'm going to have to write a song called What the Beast Says. And then we'll change it to What Mr. Beast Says. We'll send it to him and make millions. Dude, I couldn't go. To be honest with you, I don't think I could go on Rick Beato's show. I think once he starts making fucking faces, I would just fall on the fucking floor, pissing my pants, laughing hysterically. And then he'd get mad and kick me out. And he'd be like, what, man, what? Bro, stop making faces. I used to do that when I was like 7 and I saw fucking Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. It's like, dude. This guitar, yeah, this guitar plays better. This is actually, I'm kind of surprised how good this fucking guitar is made. If they put locking tuners on here, I mean, it's got like, I don't know, like this in the saddles. I think those are titanium up here maybe, or stainless steel. No buzzing, great sound. Very articulate. This sounds fucking good. Brad, Bad Brad. We're going way back. Bad Brad makes some classical facial. Bad Brad. I know. I do that stuff, but on stage, to get people into it. If I bend a note, I might go on my knees, wave the hand, and or you know what I mean. I might do something like that, but that's only live. I might close my eyes in here once in a while and go. Or I might daydream while playing. Oh shit, Domino's 2 for 1. Oh, the new Camaro. Yeah, the bridge sounds good. Yeah, and he's shilling really hard that Synergy amp. I'm like, bro, it sounds good. And it would, like, who the fuck is gonna tour with that little baby amp, like on a big stage? If you're, and I don't even know how expensive those are, but I'm pretty sure Synergy with the Marshall is gonna be price point. But they've already tried this in the past with Lynch's Headhunter amps and the Randall module amps. They all failed. What do I look like with a wah wah pedal? I look like a D7 chord. Multitasking. Yeah, no, like even wahs. I use a wah maybe once or twice. If I play a 45-minute show, I might use a wah twice. Yeah, I'd rather have a patch than a module. Like with this, this is an actual fucking Marshall patch. That sounds just like the Synergy, but now I got like 100 other fucking patches in here. I'm like, bro. And then he just pitched the Flying V Epiphone today, right? So he has the Flying V Epiphone. What happened to you can't shred forever, and then you ask for an Epiphone V? Why not like a fucking, like an SG or something regular? Why so metal? And you like, bro. Some of the YouTube channels are like just. I'm telling you guys, you gotta watch this Sparky Sin. Sparky Sin. This motherfucker crashes out every day, and he's like getting 5,000 subs a day. Bullshit. And people go on there and he crashes out and then puts it members only for comments. He comes on at like 410. I've never seen anything like this. This is a grown fucking man. It's kind of like what Amir was saying about, our buddy. A velvet ham channel, call it the pleather pliers. You can wear parachute. Oh my god, parachute pants. in a muscle shirt. Cut your hair in a mullet. Nah, my surgery's tomorrow, and then I gotta go to a neurologist on Monday. I thought it was gonna be today, and they said no, it's tomorrow. You know, so I didn't think I was. I gotta go see my uncle though before I go for the surgery, so I figured I'd come on early because I picked this up today. Set up to play. Look at that. They even put a sticker on there. That was awfully nice of them. I didn't know I had an automatic guitar tech. Vieto says most of the people watching videos are not subscribed. How does that make sense? Because most of them aren't watching his channel. Those are all fucking bots. Fake accounts. He's got 5.5 million subscribers and he barely hits a million views. How is that fucking possible? So where's your other 4.5 million fucking subscribers, bro? Like that don't make sense. And then when he puts somebody like Stanley Jordan on there, he doesn't get like a whole lot of views. Be like 600,000, 700,000. I'm like, where where's the other fucking 5 million people, bro? That that's like I sold the arena out. My uncle bought all the tickets. There's fucking two people sitting there. My uncle and my aunt. Oh man. We love your channel because there's no shilling on here. It's truth. Yeah. I mean, I think this is a nice guitar. It's would I compare it to my Kiesel? No. But if maybe with the single in there, it could be. But I mean, it's cooler looking, or just as cool. But I think the pickups are just as good. The articulation. Oh, by the way, Fur Dog, this is the controller for the Kemper. Is this what you were referring to up here? That's it. That's the profile remote. So it goes on the floor. I just have it up here because I'm up high. So that controls all my patches and the pedals and stuff that are in there. The headstock. I don't know. Can you see it? I have to look and see what I'm doing. Can you see it? It's like the old Kramer Beak stock, kind of. But it's got like I'm not sure if these are titanium. Like it's a silver. I don't know if they're just not painted and they sanded it. The same with down here on the Floyd. I don't know if these are titanium. Same with the screws. I don't know if they're doing that for colors or they're just it's a better product. I don't know. Blems, not bless. Autocorrect. Yeah, it's a cool guitar. The my opinion of the relic guitars. You mean the ones that are intentional? What? I don't know. Some of them can be cool, but I'm not paying $3,000 for a relic EVH guitar because it's a limited edition. Um, I can relic it myself. I just drag it behind my truck. And then I'll put it in my boat and I'll go fishing with it. And hopefully a shark bites it and I got some relic going. I mean, I don't. Why should you pay? Why paint a guitar nice and then fuck it up intentionally and then say it's worth a lot more money? I mean, you know what I mean? Just give somebody from fucking splatter paint and let them go to the town and just sell it for half the price. These. This is a newer one. This one here is like in between. It's not an old model. Yeah, like the custom shops and stuff like that, and the road warrants. Like I said, my if I buy a nice guitar, like this is my Burst Brothers Les Paul. I'm not gonna. Let me do this without breaking the Kemper and the guitar. So I'm not going to. It costs a lot of money. I don't play it a lot, and there's a reason why. But I don't want it to be relic. It's a AAA top. You know what I mean? So those certain things like that are I just don't want. Like something like you know people ask why I played this live. This is a Tommy Thayer Epiphone. This fucking guitar sounds great. Let's see if I can plug it in without fucking up myself. And the reason why it sounds great is what it comes with. You know what I mean? It's got all Duncan products in it. It's a fucking cool guitar. Now you can hear, even with Duncans, this is a hair more muddy than that Schecter. It's not a deal breaker because you can adjust the EQ. Yeah. So here's what a lot of people don't understand. Painted guitars are because the bodies aren't good enough to be AAAs, or they have a blemish in the wood. So they patch them and they sand them and then they paint them so that they can keep up. Hey, what's up, Bloody Soup? Yeah, yeah. It's a great guitar. Yeah, it's a brilliant sales strategy. Take all the tops that were supposed to be nice that you can't sell as grade A, like a golf ball, and you just paint them. You don't have to mark them blemished. You're a Strat guy? I don't really see much of those with you. Yeah, all behind me. There's two fenders right here. Let's see. I have about 25 Fender Strats. Not here though. I have 3 in here. Let's see if I can get that down in there without scratching. These are Fender USA Strats right here. I think this is a lockdown, right? Yeah, I didn't lock this up. Yeah, I got three tellies in here too. I got a PRS and a Virgo and maybe a Fender telly coming. I got like three or four tellies in here too. Yeah, the PRS, the NF53 is one of the best fucking tellies you'll ever buy. Actually, no, not live. I play I play I play a lot of different guitars, but I play probably the most. Let me think about this. Probably a Les Paul. Just because the hardtails and it's easier to tune. But I do play some of the Floyd guitars out. Yeah, I've played at the Hard Rock. I've played Jackson. I mean, I have to think it shows. Um, that wasn't long ago. I played at the Hard Rock. I used a red Japanese dinky from like 1990 with the shark inlays and the maple necks. Three cut. Yeah, I'm almost at three. From 200,000 down to 100, oh, back up to 3K. Yeah, and this telly I'm rewiring. So it's not really playable. There goes the arm on it. This is one of my favorite tellies, actually. This in the PRS. But you can see I got the back out. That's a $200 telly. The fucking smoking good. By the way, I watched that band Zooter. Very good band. It's a shame they didn't go. The Solar, yeah, I used to play the Solar out, but only with hair days. But I don't even think I'm gonna be doing the hair days anymore. I mean, have Tom set it up for me. Yeah, it's a really good band. I was kind of impressed by them. Good band. Tom Boo, Boo. Uh, Fender makes great stuff, but I got to tell you, like that PNF, the PRS NF53. I never thought that I would like anything by them, and they have a couple great guitars, like the new Custom 24. But that guitar, fucking, is amazing to me. And if you get a nice, the difference between something like that and like this is because I got big hands and heavy when I bend. But if you do unison bends, you have to be really careful because they'll go sharp or flat. Fender amps are alright. Depends if that's what you like. That's what you like. If it suits you. The biggest thing is getting a really good sound guy with good mics and good cables, especially if you're playing out live. And then you get like me. I've been playing rack gear for my life, even all my life. But like if I run live, I go through a power amp into cabs. The problem is most of the people don't even know what you're playing through. Yeah, that's because there's only 3 dBs between a 50 and a 100 watt. So 50 watt to 100 watt is only 3 decibels. And we talk at 60 dBs. So think about that. The only place it makes a good difference is headroom on a clean sound. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much, brother. Have I ever broken a guitar on stage? Yeah. Lots of them. They don't on purpose though. Dude, when you get endorsement deals and you're getting like Charvels or something like that for free, you fucking smash them every show and then call them up. I need 5 more. After after a while, he'd be like, "Listen, you gotta pay me for my cost." He's like, "They're not free no more." That happened to me. See how much smoother this sounds than a Duncan? Man, this thing sounds really good. What's up, Jerry? Now, probably like my favorite amp to play out with is the Core Blades because they're digital and they still have the tubes. But probably if you were to ask me what was my all-time favorite amp, it's not even Marshall, and everybody talks about but the Fender Bassman is where Plexi came from. And if you crank a Bassman on fucking 10 on everything, you can get some fucking cool sound out of that. I love a Bassman. I wonder if I got one of those. If I could play with any band, you almost made me knock my guitars over. Any band. Hmm. I'd have to say Zeppelin. Oh, the Johnson Millenniums. Those were fucking great amps too. Robert Fripp. Let me see. Let me plug this back in. It's gonna hit allow. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Now can you hear me? So I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb so that when somebody calls, it doesn't interrupt. And then a screen popped up on the live. So I just went out. And then when I went out, it froze that. So I put Do Not Disturb and then clicked back on the page and it was still there. So now I know how to fix it. Thank God. I'm, I'm, I'm no Deer Creek with the IT stuff and audio. I'm louder now? Really? Really? Is that better? Is that better? Check, check. Louder. I don't know what happened. Check, check, check. He should have did the Lynch thing there, right? All right, brother. I'll see you later. You're in trouble. I don't. Do I remember that one? I don't remember how that goes. Man, I got. You know what happens is they use all the same chords in Rat, almost like all their songs. So I have to re-listen to the actual song just so I can get an idea of the rhythm because they all start to sound the same. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Mental Health. Then he rolls the volume up. He's like, and then you have. So then, like, it's the same kind of shit. Whoops, there goes that Kramer doesn't want to stay up there. What's up, Brooklyn? So a lot of the times, like when you start hearing that stuff, where it's like the same shit over and over again, you start to tend to play mix. You start to mix them up. Now I've had that happen live with Rat, but it was so close in chords that they didn't even know. Like no one turned around and like gave me a dirty look. I didn't even try my licks on this. I guess so. Ooh, my hands are sore. Can I go higher there? Let's see. If I went one higher, I have to go two higher. I can't get my hands in there. It's too cramped. Yeah, so like some of the stuff, again, you know, like that kind of stuff is tough. But yeah. Let's see. You're in trouble. Whoops, no. I turned the TV off? No. You're in trouble, Rat. Let's see. Maybe I'll get another fucking copyright. Did I do it? You're in trouble, Rat. Hold down and talk. You're in trouble, Rat. Let me hear it. I'll get a copyright strike. Let's see. Not what I want to see. Let's see. Yeah?
You're not like a healthy.
What is it? Yeah, you can eat one of those. Let's see, let's see. How can I do this without getting in full trouble? Rat might sue me. I'll be on the Jason Green shit list. I want to hear the song quick. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah. That don't have a lot of guitar in the beginning. That sounds killer, the guitar. Thanks, man. What'd you say, Brooklyn? Do you find that 25 half or where it makes a difference is up high for me. Like, and I think these are jumbo frets, so even though it's close together, I can get up high. Where I think a Les Paul is like medium. So the spacing's about the same, really. Yeah, I think it's about the same, really. Yeah, I got big hands, so I get cramped on some of the Gibsons. Like especially SGs, I get cramped on SGs really quick. Um, Maybe that's why I like studios better. Pushes my hand out away from the fretboard, so my fingers are pointing more down. I never thought about that. I don't know. They look all about the same. The EVH looks a little bigger, and so does the PRS, the NF53. Those are the only ones that look bigger through here. Looking at all my guitars, actually. Let me see the Charvel. Yeah, I never thought of that. So maybe fret size, like a fret size. Uh, See, those look like medium jumbos. But see, like here on the Kiesel, this has got really good spacing for me. Yeah, see, that's a little cramped. And that sounds way. See, that's way bassier than the Schecter. It don't sound bad. Yeah, see, that's crazy sounding. The difference in tone. I mean, like you would never hear that next to each other, like you only in comparison. But you're not going to hear a big difference, like if you played one from one day and the next, because your ears always adjust. Now, this will probably sound really thin, maybe. No, it just sounds tight, don't it? I guess. I don't know. I never really thought about it. That's kind of crazy. I just if I like a guitar and I pick it up and it feels good, Usually it's a lot of chords and I'll bend high. I don't know. I never really thought about that much, man. Let's see. Go back to the regular one. Just depends, really. Man, that sounds really good. Not in tune, but I don't know. I should probably unplug this. It's got batteries. I wonder if the batteries go dead if you leave this plugged in. Anyone know? It's a decent. It's a pretty nice sounding guitar for fucking $700. Again, I don't think that you have to pay over 1K for a really solid guitar. That's just my opinion. Not that it's worth much, but again, I like Les Pauls and Fenders and everything, but I think, like the Jackson, that Jackson Natural and the EV8 Specials and the NF50, all 1,000 under. You don't. It's it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. What happened to that theology? It's not the arrow, it's the Indian. In music, it's the fucking arrow, right? You must have the vintage. Yeah, 1K or under, man. $1,000 is a lot of fucking money for a lot of people. You know, you have to keep that in mind. A lot of people don't. People got fucking bills. And not us keep it in mind, but guitar companies. If they can build like the fucking stainless, like the Harley Bentons, they're doing stainless steel frets and they're this and they're that. They're 4 or 5.99. I don't. I've never played. I did play one. I played, no, what did I play? I played a Firefly, and it played really well at a Guitar Center. It's the loincloth. It's all about the subs, right there, Creek? When you got 100,000 subs like tea bags, you're like Woodstock. You're legendary. It's not even with the guitars anymore. But yeah, the guitars are, I mean, 1,000 and under. And you know, Deer Creek, you've gotten some guitars at really good prices, and you set them up and they play fucking great. You got a bunch of great guitars. Those Rickenbacker ones that you were playing, how much are those? Those sounded great. I don't know. What do I think for 1K and under? What was the best guitar that I bought for the money? The Charvel, the blue Charvel is really good, but I don't know how much they go for new because I got that in a trade. Money wise, probably that Natural Blonde Jackson, the NF53, and probably the Schecter, and probably the PRS Custom. I don't seem angry at all. only when I play. Why did it call? What? How'd you get Jesse the Butt, bro? Let me grab the PRS real quick while you guys are doing that, because then I gotta go pretty soon. I gotta cook some steak. Let's see. It's gonna be. I think I'm gonna do some skirt steak tonight, maybe. This guitar for the money. Because I'm an angry guitarist. Your thawing steak now? We're going to do skirt steak tonight. I did ribs yesterday. I cooked some ribs. I cook ribs like at 225 for like 3 hours, and then I broil them. I did ribs yesterday. I mean, I think these are $7.99, and I got this on Black Friday sale out the door. I walked out. I paid like $700 or under. It's a nice guitar, man, for under like $700 range. Not as gainy, but it's really clean. So you just roll this up. You want more gain? There you go. You just picked up an EQ pedal? Stick that in your loop, bro. If you stick an EQ pedal in your loop, you're going to shit your pants. An EQ in the loop will turn any head or amp into an amazing piece of gear. That's a must-have, EQ in the loop. There you go, man. Yeah, like a 10-band MXR in the loop, bro. You put that in there, it's gonna sound amazing. Do you do videos, Jesse? You do videos? I'll have to go on and check them out if you do. Yeah, always listen. I don't care if you're super advanced or you're a beginner. It's a great way to actually when you record yourself and then you listen back and you see it on video. And plus you can if you start like a beginner, you can see progress your journey, man. It's great, to be part of a guitar community and just post stuff and stuff. I mean, of course you're going to get assholes here and there, but I've had my share come on here. But they go away after a while. Yeah, they run out of stuff to rage on you, right? What'd you say, Dierke? Old Gus really ragged on PRS and then basically Paul his 10K finished guitars. He's half right. Oh yeah, Tonewood don't exist for me. Cause listen, you just saw me play on a Kiesel, a Schecter. I sound the same, even if I go to let's watch. Even if I go to a metal thing, let me get out of here. Let me see. Where's the crank? Oh, right here. There's a crank amp, right? It's a different tone, but it's not I still sound the same. Thanks, Rob. You got the same guitar? Nice. That's a great buy. I got it for $160 shipped to my house. And then I had Tom rag on it. I'm like, bro, not to be a dick, but I'll show up at any show you have with that fucking guitar and I'll play you. That was my exact comment to him. Let's see. Like, how are you gonna beat that for $160, man? Yeah, Brooklyn Garage. Yeah. You gotta throw it in the loop, bro. It'll change your sound so much. The only thing I would put in front of an amp is like maybe a phaser, a compressor, an overdrive, that kind of stuff here and there. But like always in the loop, reverb, delay, chorus, and an EQ. Always. Yeah, and here's the thing about that. Let me see. If you look up, let me see what it's called. Eddie Van Halen, raw sound, Jamie's crying. Look up Van Halen, Jamie's crying, room mic only. Look that up. Eddie Van Halen sounds nothing like Eddie Van Halen. Those amps sound nothing like the record because you're going into a board with a highly skilled engineer that creates that sound. Eddie doesn't sound like Eddie Van Halen. Listen to the room mics only. Dope guitar tracks. 500,000 2 years ago. Van Halen, Jamie's crying, room mics only. This is where the producers come in. This is where this sounds great. The beauty of Pro Tools, a fucking great board with incredible preamps. I use all Midas preamps. The DSLs are nice. Yeah. Some Van Halen. And when you put that EQ in the loop, you're gonna shit your pants. Oh, do you want the Van Halen sound? Let me see. Let's see. problem with my hand. I'll do the fast parts. But yeah, these are great guitars. For $160, you go and you get yourself a nice pot and nice pickup. For me, it's a good enough guitar to play like that, and I don't have to worry. You know what I mean? They're just, they're just. It's a great guitar. Sorry, I just hit your heads. Well, this is the way you got to think of an EQ. When you put your EQ in front of your guitar, in front of the head, you're actually EQing your guitar frequency more than the head. When you put the EQ in the loop, you're EQing the head like a mixing board. So you would run your cab and the mic would go on the speaker, and you would EQ it into the board, through the board into like a recording. That's kind of how you have to do that. The Van Halen tone? Yeah, you got to put a gate on there. If you put the EQ in the loop, you got to add a gate too. I should have told you that. So you need like reverb. And turn the noise gate up. Let's see. And then you do your delay a little. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I have to go back. I don't remember it. And don't boost the EQ. Leave it at 0. So leave it. You just use the frequencies. So keep the 0 part where 0 your level. Keep your level at 0. Don't boost the signal. The brown sound. I don't know what you're saying, but I always enjoy good guitar sound. Oh, you mean with the EQ pedals? Yeah, the Kemper. Yeah, but I mean, I sound. I mean, there's some of them will sound a little more muddy because of the pickups and the windings. But if I took the same pickup and put it in any different kind of mahogany, alder, tone wood, it's gonna have the same identical sound. So when these guys start comparing guitars, they're not putting the same exact wiring and same pots in the same guitars. So of course the guitar may sound a little different, like what you know what I mean? That's like a tough one. You gotta yeah, you gotta I use tens, EVH tens. So you know that's one of the things. Like, so this is a DiMarzio. It doesn't sound like the Schecter EMG. It doesn't sound like my Kiesel. It's a little more money. The frequencies will be a little different, kind of like the Kempers and stuff. No, the amp don't give you tone at all. Tubes, tubes, tubes. You know, everyone talks that. But what happens when you mic up the tube amp and you run it into a recording? It becomes digital or analog. There's no more tube amp sound. Like you think that sounds kind of like Van Halen, right? Sounds like Van Halen. It's a Kemper. Now it's not really a modeler. These are heads that were profiled with identical frequencies and put into the Kempers. Helix can do that now. Line 6 can do that now. A lot of them can do that now. Yes, tube sound is not what you think. Even power tubes. Power tubes aren't really what changes the sound. It's a better transformer and preamp tubes. Preamp tubes like an AX7 and this, it has nothing to do with the power section except for what holds the power, which is the transformer. Like a Weber transformer and a Marshall will change the sound immensely because that's what holds the power to send this power signal out. Preamp tubes are what makes a difference. Yeah, I can get the same tone out of any of that. Probably out of my acoustic. I never put an acoustic with that. But you know, when you're doing that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I did that. Oh, yeah, I changed the guitar. Never mind. I originally did it with this. What if you plug your amp into a power conditioner? It helps it. What, try the Kemper on with a Gibson? The bar chords like oh, what the that stuff? That kind of stuff? Yeah, I'll grab one of my Gibsons. Then I better take off and do dinner soon. Yeah, the big chords and stuff like that. sounds the same. Yeah, it's a little more beefy. But then I just do this. Take the bass out. Oh, Deer Creek. You're the first to ask that. Yes, it is, brother. No. You never. No, the sustain's never cut. We can fix that too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. If your sustains cut, you have boy. So like even if I didn't want to do it with a sustainer, here's a noise gate. That's with my noise gate off. See what I mean? I like a clean sound. I don't like noise. I like sustain, but I don't like noise. Noise is good for certain things live, but I can get plenty of noise out of that. So like what you don't see here, just so like I know some of you guys are new. This is what I'm playing now, direct. This is the one for live. That's a rack Kemper with a tube power amp. So I still will run stereo, but tube power through here into two 4x12 cabinets live. Live, I like cabinets, but I don't have to have them. You know what I mean? So I don't have to have. I can run direct if I need be. I'm not I'm not like a prima donna where no, I can't do that, man. I can do a show with whatever. I don't rely on my sound, I rely on my playing. So as long as I have a Kemper or something with sound coming out, I'll play the same. Did he play digital on stage? Some stuff, but not a lot. But the heads weren't. But no one's playing. No one, hardly anyone plays real amps anymore. Like this has a real amp in it. This is a JCM 800 in it. So it's not a modeler, it's a profiler. It takes your head, you mic it, you create the frequencies, and then it's identical match to your head. And you get great sound that way. And it's reliable. So what a lot of people don't understand are heads and tubes. They're vacuum sealed. It's a vacuum sealed piece of glass, right? So that means if I go into the mountains, like Arizona, and do a show, my tube is going to sound thinner because of the way it's compressed with the air and sealed. So like when I went to Europe and toured with my heads, I sounded like shit. And I was like, what's going on? It's sound check. So I had to run out and have someone bring me a Digitech 1101 that I used to play through, and I put my old settings in there real quick and then played the show. Because it's a lot of people don't understand. And then here's the thing, it's like a battery. Every time you use a car battery, you have an alternator that charges it. Every time you use a battery in a guitar, it doesn't get charged. It eats away at it. And the other thing is, the next thing is a tube. Every time you heat up a tube, that element loses life. Every single hour, life comes off that tube and it doesn't sound the day it sounded. What that tube amp sounds today isn't what it sounded like yesterday. And it, because you play them all the time, it's a slow diminish and you get used to the ear. The only way for you to hear it is to put a brand new set of tubes in that head and A/B it, and you'll hear the difference. But it's like playing a Schecter to the Kiesel. My Kiesel sounded a little shitty to me compared to a $4,000 guitar sounded shitty next to the $1,000 Schecter. Why? Because it was right next to each other. Now, when I play the Kiesel tomorrow without playing the Schecter, it sounds fine. Eh, tubes heat up anyway. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Tubes sometimes tubes do sound better when they're older because they get broke. The glass keeps heating up and the compression inside, and it just kind of breaks in. You're breaking in tubes and stuff like that. But they're not good for like a long period of time. Like after a year, they'll usually blow up. But like you get the best sound of an amp right before you blow power tubes, right before you blow a preamp tube. The best sound comes out of those things right before they're about to give out. My Plexi, it's in the garbage because the transformer caught fire from the wiring, and when I was playing it, I was sweaty, and we put it in the other room when I had it, and I was like, man, that fucking sounds great, but I'm really hot, and so we put it in here, and it started smoking and set off the fire alarm, and then I brought it to my buddy Gary Phillips, but he's not here no more, my amp tech. Don't go into Eric Johnson dead battery talk. Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on with that kind of stuff where people think they have misconceptions about everything. But I mean, it's what we've been taught and what we've been told. You know, Taylor Swift isn't, she was a nobody. You know what I mean? Her dad was the CEO of Merrill Lynch, got with the DreamWorks guy from Disney and formed the label and signed his own daughter, hired the best writers in the world, and bam, instant superstar. How is it she made it and then her brother made it in Hollywood as a producer? Really? You're so gifted as a fucking genetic family that your dog. No, it's this. It's the only way to actually explain that. It's not a coincidence her brother is a famous Hollywood producer now. Fuck off. That shit's bullshit. All of it's bullshit. And it's the same with these guys that pitch these old. There's nothing wrong with tube amps. Trust me, I have tons of tube amps. They're great. But there is a downside to them. Just like there's a downside to the Kempers and the Helix. But based off of 50 years of playing, I'll take a Kemper because I know it's more reliable in different circumstances, weather, outdoors. I spilled the fucking. It still fucking works. Do that with a tube amp. You saw a gorilla practice amp? Yeah. Oh no, I froze. Let's see if it comes back. Oh, there we go. SS power amps are bad. Yeah, well, that's the thing. But that's why I love the core blades. You blow a power tube, it has tube bypass. So you can still do the show. So as long as you don't fuck with that standby, that amp will run all night. Even on one tube. You'll stick to the tube amp. Yeah, tube amps are great. But the thing is, once you record them, like, like, okay, what kind of amp is this? What kind of amp is that? Do you know? No, you don't know, do you? Yeah, that's my Kemper. That's me. Those are my tracks. It's a Kemper. That's my Kemper. That's what I'm saying. But when I'm playing here, it doesn't sound like that. But once I get it into Pro Tools and through my board and I mix it down, it sounds like $1,000,000. And those are the risks that I was playing before. But I mean, that's what I mean. No one knows. But I mean, do what you like and do what makes you happy. I don't care if it's amps, solid state plugins. If that's what you like, then you do you. You know what I mean? But the myth of tube amps sound better, that's all bullshit. I'll tell you straight up because you couldn't tell me what that amp was. And it's a Kemper. That's what I mean. Once it gets processed, it's a digital signal sent into YouTube, into their server, and then the satellite puts that signal in your house. A satellite is giving you that sound, not my tube amp. See what I'm saying? But on a stage, a tube amp will sound great to you. All right, Derek King, love you too, bro. I gotta go get going soon too. But so the whole myth of tube amps, they sound great. But even Joe Bonamassa, when he uses all those tube amps behind the plexi with all those mics go into a cable, so it's feeding. And where's that process go to? Into a fucking digital mixer through fucking line array. You know what I mean? So I mean, do what makes you happy live and how you feel inside in your house or on a stage. You need to play what sounds the best to you to make you play the best that you are. There is no right or wrong. That's why I love amps and I love profilers. I love both. I love Gibsons, Fenders, Schecters. I'm not. I don't discriminate. I love all women. You know what I'm saying? I love all guitars. You know what I mean? I love all amps. You don't like them? Send them to me. I'll take good care. You know. So that's my 2 cents on that whole thing. With the amps and the guitars and stuff. I'm not a snob, but what I will say is, do what's best for you. You'll take them. See, that's the right mindset. That's a good attitude. And that's the thing. You got to have a good attitude. I mean, the music industry and playing and stuff and the theory and putting all your energy into it, it is a selfish art. But sometimes you're rewarded, sometimes you're not. But that's a chance in life that we all take. I mean, there's no guarantees. But, you go and you do your thing, and whatever makes you happy, at least you can fucking say, I tried. I did it the best way I know, with the best sound I know, and I feel good about it because I didn't listen to anybody except me and my own ears, and that's what I felt it needed to be, wrong or right. I did it my way, and that's how it sounded, and I'm responsible for me. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. This shit pitching fucking vintage gear and shilling this and shilling that and shilling guitar lessons. Those people need to stop. You know, like I said, no one's going to teach you in 6 months everything that they know. They want to keep you because your income. You know, it's like insurance. You get car insurance, and you're in 10 years you're never in a fucking accident. Well, where do you reap a reward or a benefit? Give me fucking half my money back. You invested my 10 years of fucking insurance payments into a long term fucking IRA. Where's my cut? You're using my money to make money by investing it. Where do I get a reward? You know what I mean? But there is none. You know, so but that's the way you got to think. That's a great attitude, man. All right, everybody, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go make some steak. It's steak dinner time. Some skirt steak on the balby. I hear my kid. All right, everybody, you have a. I'll probably be back maybe Sunday night or Monday night or anything, somewhere around there. You bought everything Rhett Shaw has on his channel. Now you're 500K in debt. Beata was making faces at you. Ooh, money.
Mama's getting from not steak but chicken for me for.
Oh, she is not back yet?
No, she's getting meat browers.
Oh. All right, everybody, have a great time. Justin, yell bye.
Bye!
All right, everybody, peace out.